Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the playoff season for the University of Idaho Esports Arena Gang. We have a phenomenal match for you up and coming today.
Yeah.
We got some fancy Rainbow Six Siege here for you.
Yeah, versus SUNY Canton.
SUNY Canton. I heard that we played them on Friday in some League of Legends.
I think we did, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that it was a dominating 2-0, if I had to remember. Was it close at all, production? 40 minutes for both games. That is pretty fast for league terms. So
yeah, not easy for our Vandals, some may say.
Some may say.
EZ spelled out with the letters.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they can provide us with a little bit better of a match for today. I see you've got some notes for me. What's it looking like?
A little bit of scouting for the other team. I was unable to find two of their players.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't exist on R6 Tracker, but looked like their captain sitting right now about Plat 5, so he's not not too bad. His peak's Diamond 2, so he's just not played as much ranked this season.
That's fair.
Other one, Ironclad, sitting at Diamond 1. Peaked in Champ. 7,000. And then the other one I could find was Bunny. Sitting at Emerald 1 right now, peak Diamond 4. So
I love the Bunny.
And they're just queuing together. I couldn't find either of their other two players. They've not queued a single ranked game with them in 3 weeks at least. So I curious to see how they play, given the fact that they don't play together on a regular basis.
Well, all things considered, if their ranks are like the rest of their team's ranks, and we're in for a good match.
Yeah, it should be pretty close.
So
I think our Vandals are sitting about the same Emerald Plat. Or Emerald Diamond with some couple of champs sprinkled in there, so
yeah,
should be good.
It should be good indeed. For those of you guys who do not know, our 16 played a match on Saturday as well. I do not recall who it was that they played against. However, they were able to hold off the team. They won 2-1, and it actually let them progress into the rest of the season for CR6, I believe is what they were playing in. So they tied neck and neck head for first seed. So I believe they're first or second seed for it. So
looking good over there.
Our Vandals are feeling quite good going into this map here. So we'll have to see how they're feeling for ECAC.
Yeah, we'll see how ECAC goes. I'm pretty sure we played these guys earlier in the season, and I'm pretty sure we won because we only lost to one team, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be actually into the ban phase already. I didn't even realize we were in the game.
We're hopping right in. I don't know if I don't hear anything or if there's just no game audio.
I also do not hear game audio.
We'll see if we can get that to you guys here in a second. We should have
it.
Okay. It might just be really quiet for us. I know that was being weird for us.
Yeah,
on the back
ban
end,
phase also
so.
doesn't have much sound. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see in a moment.
Speaking of seeing, we'll see our nice, lovely players there sitting all nice and pretty.
Yeah.
All of them wearing their jerseys. Is Chain wearing his jersey under his hoodie, do you think? I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
That's okay. He's in his comfy mode.
Did we see the map? Oh, okay. We're going to Chalet.
Oh, okay. I think Chalet is a classic round 1 map.
That makes sense. Why we're seeing the Maverick band then? Okay. I was curious what the map was. I was like, is it Clubhouse? Are they gonna? So okay. Chalet. We've seen it a few times. The Vandals are pretty confident on it. And we'll see how SUNY Canton plays.
SUNY Canton banning the Valkyrie, which is interesting. I know that Valkyrie is like somewhat meta right now. Her cameras are very well with being able to gather that information, right? As well as she has a C4, obviously, which is huge for a defender operator, right?
Okay, I did. So D's Life was one of the people playing with them, but he's not. That's not his name in ECAC.
I see.
But he was Diamond 3 on the games that I saw him in.
Okay, and it looks like that's a champ icon, is it not? So I mean, he has peaked champ before.
Champ.
So
him and who was the other one? Ironclad have both peaked champ then.
Okay.
We'll see the outcome of this game then, I guess. It's gonna be close.
Looks like we're gonna start game bar. I don't know. The last couple maps or so that I've seen people play on Chalet, everybody really likes starting game bar and bar for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. I think it's probably like the fact that, if we do win it, then we just because they play second floor for it anyway.
Right.
Most teams will play second floor and just hold the library room above it and then just look through the gap and hatch and stuff. But Yeah, so we'll see if that's maybe because then they can just play top floor multiple times.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean I haven't played this site. I usually don't win my defenses. I'm pretty bad.
It's fair, and to be fair, it's pretty hard to like since people play top and bottom floors so much.
Yeah,
it's really hard to win them both every time. You know what I mean? So I understand why. Actually, that might be why. Hey, if we can get the round here first,
yeah,
that we can really hunker down and be like, we know that our last two are just really strong for that reason. So
yeah. I mean, typically, once you lose a site, you don't go back to it unless it was super close.
Yeah.
So the Vandals will probably run this. If they lose it, they'll just switch. Or actually, wait. SUNY Canton picked. I thought the Vandals picked were defense. Okay.
No, it's SUNY Canton that's
so
on
yeah,
defense
then they'll
first,
probably just, if they lose it, they'll go back to the default top floor site. But yeah.
As far as the ops that we've picked here, I mean, it all kind of makes sense so far from what I've seen. We picked the Warden because we don't want to just get smoked on the window, right?
Yep.
We want to try and contest that window as easily as we can. Same with the Frost. I mean, you can just throw a mat down on there and just make them have to look at it, or instead of looking at you, jump in.
Yeah.
But the Capcan's an interesting pick. I think a lot of it is just, hey, we want to try and minimize as much roaming as we can.
Right.
And Capcan does an excellent job at that.
And we see D's Life supported by ZTG. Just both stacked up on this top floor. I'm pretty sure there's Ironclad is over in library as well. So they are heavily fighting for this top floor, as expected. And 5 actually goes down. So does D's Life. 2 picks off rip.
Insane.
Third.
Insanely good cross. Finally is going to fall on the stairs there, but is going to be immediately traded out, putting Chan in a 1v4 situation now. What a spray.
Really brutal to get there in the end, but he does get it. ZTG getting a 3K in the round, I'm pretty sure. And the Vandals, that was a quick loss.
It was. I don't think they were expecting nearly as aggressive of a hold on the top floor.
Yeah. As soon as first contact was made, 3 Vandals hit the ground almost immediately, and then it was just a 2v5. Fell apart really quickly. And now SUNY Canton has a great second round as they get Master Bedroom. So...
yeah, so a strong lead for SUNY Canton. I'm curious to see how it is that because obviously they pretty much just held the upstairs like you were saying, right? But they contested it from the stairs, right? Where it's kind of like a somewhat of a choke, right? They don't have to come down the stairs, obviously, but it's a high traffic area, and so they put a lot of emphasis on we want to hold this spot specifically, and you can't necessarily do that nearly as easily on this floor. You'd have to do it in the opposite direction where, oh, we're going to hold the stairs, trying to hold the first floor.
Right.
If that makes sense. So we'll see if they opt for a similar strategy for their hold this go around or not.
Yeah. And I'm assuming the Vandals droned it out. I'm pretty sure they knew it was first floor, but they knew what was going to happen. They knew they were fighting for that top floor, and having both players on the stairs made it very difficult to break through. As soon as one unswings, the other one swings into the fight, and you're just constantly getting shot at. So the Vandals had a bit of a rough first round.
We do see some interesting op picks for this next attack round, though. We have the Monty coming back, classic Chan on the Monty.
Chan Monty.
He's the Monty main, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe he is, but we've also seen Aquino pull it out a few times, which is funny.
The other one that's interesting is the Dokkaebi. Normally, Dokkaebi has been getting banned quite frequently this season, so this will be one of the first times that we actually get to see the agent.
Yeah, we saw Maverick banned instead of Dokkaebi, so... But the Blackbeard ban staying prevalent, keeping him out of it. It's kind of dumb. So,
I mean, it's fair. I don't want a shield running at me like that either. So.
All right. Classic setup in the library as well. Ironclad with the Azami, setting up some extra barricades for him. And the Vandal's going to be clearing out the basement. Nobody there. And Chan going to be the first point of contact. Actually, no one really roaming. No. It's just Ironclad in library and the rest of his teammates towards piano or site.
That should give them free access to this whole southern side of the building.
Yeah, so. Actually, Ironclad dropped down hatch. Now he is on the first floor in between the Vandals. Ironclad actually picking off Toby in the basement.
I did not even see him get there.
Yeah, I saw him drop hatch, and then he was already in basement. That's crazy.
All right, well, that is a huge pick because that also means that they don't get access to those Dokkaebi cameras this go around. So
Yeah.
all that hype for the agent we were saying, and they're not going to be a tool or a piece in this chess match.
Marky
so.
prepping this Thatcher. 5 going to be getting the main wall here, going into sight, and Chan is close with the shield, going up, backing up, going to be contesting the hard breach.
We're going out. Shouldn't get anything here. I
Gets
lied. He gets
Chan.
one. What? And then gets another with the shotgun there. Incredible hold coming in from D's right now.
Yeah. I don't know how Chan goes down with the C4.
He was looking right at it, bro. I was like, he has a shield. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, guess not. Now, again, 2v5. 5 in Aquino. See if they can get anything done on this take.
Oh, and Aquino didn't bring flashes here, so he's just going to have to try and either jump in or sacrifice a drone here, which he doesn't have, so he just has to jump into this other window.
Side. Oh, the Vandals. So many angles to clear with 5 enemies alive. Now 4.
We're going to have to leave it up to the Ace Aruni here.
Yeah.
Able to find one.
Damage done onto D's and ZTG. Make it a very difficult fight, though. 16 seconds. Able to flick back, take down D's. That was the main site defender, but on the edge, Wamai does go down.
We don't have the bomb, so he's going to have to win these fights here pretty quick, and these other guys aren't low. The other ones have been low, and yeah. Swinging into Bunny Girl there, and that's going to be round number 2.
All right, the Vandals have their work cut out for them. No easy victories here. Now we are going to see, I'm assuming, basement as the next site.
Yeah.
With that Thatcher band, or with the Maverick band, there's going to just probably hard take the wall, so.
Yeah, I know that even if... So the basement garage is pretty... I'm not going to say it's difficult to or easy to trick, but it is still a tightrope that they would have to walk. And so I know the Vandals a lot of the times like to play from the vertical positions. They're like, hey, we need to make sure that we can get that window secured right above us so that we can, prevent the Maverick and or the Cade from...
Yeah, we'll probably still see like Toby go and take library, clear out that top floor, and try to work their way down, clearing out everything. Very critical and clinical what they do. They typically play pretty slow, which is why that first round was so surprising. The fact that it was done at a minute and a half still on the clock. But so we'll see if the Vandals, they probably will do that, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we see them take the hard breach late in the round. We've seen on Clubhouse Flores pulled out to avoid tricking. We'll see if that comes through. We probably won't, but it's a chance.
I think Flores is one of those super duper underrated breachers, right? Because you don't think of him as a breaching operator, right? But the way that he can run his drone in, especially if the enemy is not running like a mute, for example, it's just very, very easy to.
Yeah, they're going to be going for
space.
They're going to be going for verticality here. We see Ram and Buck, as well as Deimos for that lurk. So, I guess the Roam in this game.
I mean, it's a kind of lurk. The way I would define it is a roamer is the one who's like running around the map, because like you can roam in other games too, right? It's just the lurk is you go way slower, if that makes sense. Like you're not playing because like in other games, like take Counter-Strike for example, you don't have all the map control, whereas in this game you control the entire map.
Yeah,
and so
for like 45 seconds you were able to go anywhere on the map.
I think that's the distinction between the roam and the lurk.
Fair.
And so you can roam in the other games. It's just you just don't have that map control. So it's
Also, they're not basement. They're on first floor.
They are not.
They're in kitchen.
Now, this is the site that I know the Vandals have been liking playing themselves, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's been a somewhat of a meta shift recently on this map.
Meta, but I love fighting basement. It feels like an easy win as the defense, but maybe things are different now. I don't know.
We are going to immediately get one of those Goyo deploy with that Twitch drone, so...
going to be going through and clearing out as many of those as he can. He switched off the Deimos. I think the Vandals were assuming they'd go basement as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Then they droned it out and was like, they're not here, so...
Like I said, the Vert is still going to be very useful for the Vandals in this situation, though. It's not like their game plan has changed dramatically, obviously. They're still running the Buck. They're still running the Ram. Or they're not running the Buck, excuse me. They're still running the Ram. And so they're able to still take that vertical control.
We're going to see Marky trying to lock off some of these flanks. They got burned by it a couple times from Ironclad being down in the basement. But now they have the Nomad going to be trying to clear it out, so.
Yeah, I believe the only real roamer is going to be this castle upstairs.
Markey he got his toes shot off. He's still limping a little bit. Chan able to clear out ZTG through that bedroom window.
That should be their main lurker down now.
Yeah. Cade is also up here on this second floor. But the Vandals, they're going to drone him out, and they should be able to just triple swing him and take him down. Where actually, D's Life clearing out Toby on the first floor. And then dropping into basement. Oh, man. The Vandals now down. A man actually tied up. Aquino makes it 3v3.
They do know where Aquino is now. He's got that notification alarm on him.
Yeah, the prox is pinging him, but... Yeah, he was able to get that main wall. And the Vandals now have top floor, but they don't fully know. They're still clearing it out.
Oh,
there is someone on the stairs
coming up.
That's a
disgusting angle. If they choose to peek this, oh, they're going to get...
Chan.
Should hear him now.
Yeah, looks away. Bunny's able to take him down. Now going to have to be fighting for this space.
He doesn't even have to fight for the space. He's done his job. I mean, he's made the presence known upstairs, and now he can just fall back onto site like this, and they have to take the time to try and clear him out.
And they don't really have the time. They got 30 seconds. And now all three defenders playing the site. They're going to make this very difficult for the Vandals to break in. We still have 2 flashbangs on Aquino. We'll see if they come into play. 5 just going to go for the desperate plant.
Smoking the door. I don't think he saw him. Oh, he didn't see him?
In the site.
The C4 is going to
takes him
take down the plant.
That's going to be the round. There's no time for Aquino to get these kills or plant.
What an incredibly good hold.
Yeah.
I was very surprised, especially after that first pick went to the Vandals, right? I was like, oh, dang, that's their roamer down. What are they going to do now? They're pretty much just going to have to try and turtle on this site. And they decide, no, actually, we're just going to try and retake this space. They're never going to expect it, right?
SUNY Canton's playing very well right now. Everything is covered, and it seems like the Vandals are kind of falling right into what they planned for. Setting up these lurks to come in up the stairs at the right time. The Vandals aren't ready for it. So, see if the Vandals have a counter. We did see a timeout come out before, even though the Vandals weren't able to post a round off of it. But
they made it a lot closer, though.
Yeah.
That was definitely the closest round that we've seen so far.
For sure.
Attackers have located a bomb.
We will have all of our sites reset now that we've opted to win 3 of the 4.
Yeah. So they're back to the arcade, the bar, whatever it's called.
Game and bar.
Game and bar, that's what it is. But, yeah, we'll see what the Vandals decide to switch up.
I'm curious why they have everybody jumping from these ops, because this is now 5 is the one who's picking Nomad now. This is the 3rd different player playing Nomad, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised about. Normally, you try and specialize in one of the roles, typically, when you play these games. So I'm curious as to what their thought process is on how flexible they each feel.
Yeah, I think with how the Vandals kind of practice and play is they all know what the plan is when they pick when they have a certain game plan. They know what the goal is, and any player can fill that spot.
I see.
I think typically Aquino or Chan is going to play the shield op when we have them. The blitz is going to be Chan.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean 5 was the I believe the support for the JV team last semester, so he knows how to play. He can pull a Nomad and block off those flanks.
We're going to see this same stairs and up on the balcony play as well again.
Yep.
This time we are running the shield, and so I believe we are aware that there is one here, but if we swing out any further, we're going to have to...
does not have the support this time.
Yes.
Before he had ZTG behind him, and this time he does not. So he just has to play this properly. I'm assuming the Vandals are going to try to lock off his exit. Quick headshot onto Chan. And that's your hard breach down. Given, I don't know if they're going to need the hard breach. Aquino being shot from behind. Ironclad clears him out as well. This attack again is falling flat.
It's surgical, man. These double shields are doing a ton for CTN right now. I mean, you just can't take the top floor.
Yeah.
They're not letting you do it.
Marky still yet to get a kill. He's going to be looking for his first.
He has no nades either, so he can't push them out either. I wonder what the nades were used on, actually.
I don't even know. Not a single point of damage done to Suni Canton as of yet. Coming in through the window. Toby not ready for ZTG to be there. And the
What a
sledge drop.
spray with the pistol! Is it going to be able to finish it
Pulls
out?
the pistol, clears it out. Oh, no.
Unkillable. And it's all down to 5 flavors.
I hate to be that guy. This feels like a GG go next. A flawless round for Suni Canton. I can't say flawless. That fight in kitchen was horrendous, but
Yeah.
both players are going to be mad that took that long. Marky's going to be fuming over there.
Now to give the Vandals some credit, defense, I would argue, is a lot easier
100%.
than offense, for
100%.
sure. And so it's not like they're going to be out if they lose this 6-0, but it's just going to be really hard.
You have to have a flawless defense, followed by a flawless defense. Like, they have to play incredibly well.
And there's so much pressure because you just lose one and that's it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that you have to worry about. That's in this situation. So hopefully the Vandals can get 1 or 2 more here. But I mean,
2 is the best possible outcome for the Vandals. We'll see if they can post it. So 5 and Marky yet to get a kill in this game. It's not what you want to see.
No. Usually when you have a player who's got a big fat 0 on their scoreboard, usually ideally what that means is that they've been supporting in other ways that aren't related to kills, right?
Right.
Whether that be with util or with their droning or what have you. But I mean, it's been a lot of firefights.
Yeah.
And there have not been.
There's not been very many won. As a total, 4 rounds in, the Vandals have 5 kills.
5 seconds left.
That is less than a 1.0 KD for the whole team.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane.
They're not doing well. So we'll see if the Vandals can fix it. They should be able to. We've seen them go down, and then pick it back up and win out, but it is a lot harder to win when you start down.
I like that claw. Did you see him trying to get that claw on the floor there? That was very cool. That's the high caliber tech that you don't see very often. You don't see that until you start hitting like Emerald rank, bro.
Right. Once you're out of copper, it's all the same. Okay, so again, the Vandals are going to be clearing out basement. Just going to be taking this 1 floor at a time, and hopefully they can actually clear it out and not get killed from Ironclad dropping down a hatch.
That being said, I think one of the main sticking points that the Vandals are having a hard time with is the unsung hero is this Wamai. I mean, first of all, MP5, great gun. Phenomenal gun as far as consistency and ability to kill, right? That being said, the Wamai charges are also incredibly difficult to deal with because it's like the Jaeger, except you can put them anywhere. And, I mean, like, they're so hard to deal with. That being said,
there you go. There's the roam down. Ironclad playing from library. He got droned out by Chan earlier in the round, and he stayed. He does go down, and now the Vandals are going to be trying to take this hard wall. Cade fighting through the gap. Kobe was just trying to shoot the claw.
I don't think he didn't get it either.
No, he didn't. Oh, so does Aquino.
Oh, no.
We've wasted 2 bodies on that, and we still have yet to get the claw. Chan falls to Bunny. And now we're in a 2v4.
The worst feeling in the world is when you're like, this is the right thing to do.
Right.
Like, they have to go underneath. They don't have to, but it's smart to go underneath and be like, all right, let's get rid of this Cade Claw.
Yeah.
And to get punished like that so hard, I
Twice.
mean, you can tell that they're very comfortable with how they hold this site.
We'll see. Marky and 5. Both players that are still now on the leaderboard. Marky posts his first, able to take down the mute.
It is doable. However, there's only 30 seconds left on the round.
Oh, man.
Burns of smoke for the zombie gate. But they have 2 people looking at him, trying to swing on timing.
All 3 are here.
They should know that they're both here now. They don't have any way to get through this soft wall either. C4,
C4 out.
should be too deep, but it doesn't matter.
Oh wow, yeah, this is a brutal map here for the Vandals.
Yeah, I've never seen such a clinical defense from a team before.
I think the best round has been 2 alive at the end of it.
Yeah.
SUNY Canton. Or like the best round for the Vandals.
Right,
like,
right.
It's not even coming down to 1v1s. D's life up at 8 now. 8-2. Oh yeah.
Phenomenal game. And again, it just the support as well from the other players on their team too. It's like they're not necessarily getting their kills, but they're doing the thing like we were mentioning earlier, where they're impactful with their util and their ability to hold crosses and get trades. You know, and that's why the kills don't tell the whole story, ladies and gentlemen.
Kills don't tell the whole story, but in this one it kind of is.
Just a lot, just a lot of the story.
You can look at the scoreboard and tell which team is winning off this one.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Vandals are going to try and come back from this. They're definitely going to want this round here.
Yeah, I'm going to say they need it.
They need it. If they don't get it, it's GG. It's like you were saying, GG don't get it. Go next.
Yeah, the momentum is already heavily in SUNY Canton's favor, but
10 seconds left.
if they can get this, they have 1 round buffer on their defense. If they don't, they have to go completely flawless and force it into OT.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Looks like we are going to go... it looks like we're going back to the kitchen, actually.
Yeah.
So no basement to be seen for this
They
this
hate
half.
basement for some reason.
To be fair, it is probably the most solved site. Which... Yeah, makes sense as to why they don't want to run it. It's just... I like running familiar things. I don't know if you feel this way. I like it when the executes are the same, because then when they're the same, you know how to make it different. And that's what makes the game interesting. So, and again, making the game different also makes the game interesting. So,
fair. I just don't know enough about the game. I've not played enough to be comfortable on all of these different sites. All right. The Vandals, we'll see if they go for the same kind of approach where they try to clear out this this top floor. We do see Ironclad playing it. He used his claws on the walls up high. So, Castle Barricade going to get popped by Chan eventually.
they're going to spot out the Rooney, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, Toby a little bit overzealous already in the building while his teammates are still trying to make their way in.
Oh, this timing is going to be huge. He hears him place the charge on the window. He's going to get sprayed down for his trouble.
They're just not making
And the
mistakes.
C4, dude. They're playing so well, bro. You almost can't even be mad at them at this point, bro.
like,
That's so good.
They're not giving the Vandals a chance. And in this kind of situation, like, you don't have to give them a chance. You can just win. Okay, that EMP does reach.
I mean, they don't even feel the need to fight for it. I mean, I guess it's kite, so you actually can't really trick it as easily.
Yeah. Can't do it. It's just kind of annoying, too. Can spam down from D's life through the floor, and now it's just on 5. Is able to find the first. Makes his way into the building finally. Ironclad knocked from his previous engagement, and now he has to make his way past the Rooney on the stairs.
5 tends to be the last one alive, so this is not an unfamiliar position to him. Clears
pre-fire.
the angle, actually. A nice shot coming in from 5 now. It's 2v1. Half HP, 30 seconds left on the clock. The problem that... Oh, it's the Goyle shields. Oh, that's... Yeah, Goyle shield goes down. That's going to be a waste of 20 seconds, and he's going to see one. Doesn't get the shot. That's crucial.
It's through the mirror.
And that is a flawless defense.
Yeah, he could see him through the mirror, but it wasn't popped, so he couldn't shoot him, actually. That was not a bad attempt from 5. Able to pick up 3 in that 1v5. But now we have the switch.
Okay. I think if they win this, they need... I was going to say they need to call timeout, but to just kind of reset their mental. But if you win, I feel like you want to try and keep that momentum going as well. So it's like, do you actually want to call the timeout? Give them enough time to strategize? So I actually have no idea what I would do in this situation. Assuming you were looking to still try and win it.
Yeah, I think the Vandals, they're just going to try to save some face a little bit here. They're going to try to post as many defense rounds as they can. I feel like it's unfair to prompt them to win the whole half
Yeah.
and then go into overtime.
Protect your
It's
bombs
unfair to
from being
put them
defused
up
by
against that, especially going down 0-6 right now.
Attackers
But
have discovered the location
if
of
They're
the
gonna
bomb.
do what they can.
And I mean, once you start getting going, if you can get up to like 3 or 4, all of a sudden it looks doable.
Yeah.
And then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh well, maybe we can do it. And then you want to try and get more and more, and eventually that's just how you mount the comeback, right? So
Yeah. It goes one round at a time. So they have to win this one if they want to have a shot at the next. We'll say I don't know what the map ban was, but given the fact that the Vandals started on attack, I would assume this is their map pick.
that would not surprise me, all things considered. Generally, people do want to try and start defense. There's some rare exceptions.
Yeah.
I believe Border is one of the ones where, hey, we're okay with attacking first because, again, very samey in terms of how it's run, and so you can feel a lot more comfortable on offensive maps like that. Interesting that we're gonna. Oh, I saw the blitz originally actually from Ironclad. It looks like he swapped to the striker instead. And I mean, the rest of this comp mostly is just looking like, hey, we've got one hard breach is all we super need, and then the rest is util destruction, right? We're gonna be able to clear out the top floor with the RAM. We're using the Twitch drone to try and disrupt as many of these items as we can, and then Nomad just for protecting that roam. So they're wanting to end this round with their gunfights as well as, but not necessarily with their execute. So Kino is going to get his first pick.
Reloading.
All right. Man advantage. No trade, at least no immediate trade. You know, droned out of position. He's going to have to move a little bit, but he's kind of on the site, so it doesn't really matter that much.
One thing that I will say that the Vandals are very different from our opponents here is that the Vandals are very roam heavy. They like to roam a lot. Toby, you can see, is all the way up on the second floor, and then Aquino playing on those stairs and is now in the basement, right? And so they're very willing to run around the map and use the map to their advantage, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to see how
Arky might get his chance here through the floor. They should know that it's there.
they're going to drone and see it's there. Tries to clear it. Don't see anything, though.
Yeah. Realistically, they shouldn't come through that doorway. Marky's going to be waiting. But Toby's still on this second floor. Now his position is known. In the meantime, 5 does go down. On to cams with him.
I didn't even notice that they aced open the main door here. Shouts out being able to remove yourself from a frost mat now.
Yeah. Toby has backed up a little bit, playing in the bathroom. Does take down Girl. Bunny goes down, and now Aquino lurked all the way up through the stairs, and the Vandals post there first.
Okay.
See Chan there trying to hype up his team, get him back into this. One round at a time, that's all you can ask.
Round 1, baby.
And now they're going to, I'm going to assume they're going to go straight to the second floor where they literally just played the site.
Mm-hmm. That would be my guess as well. They looking at that camera.
I don't know if they were looking at the camera
No,
or
they were
whoever
definitely
was...
looking at our director.
Okay.
That's who was waving that cowbell there. That's definitely.
Couldn't tell if they were looking at the cowbell or if they were looking at the cameras. It looked like the cameras, but
He looked into my soul, man. He looked at me and he said, "Hey,
shout out my dad in the chat.
shout out, shout out OG Flicks. Go Vandals indeed."
That was at the start of the stream.
That was a while ago before we were getting 6-0.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're gonna see a 6-0 of ourselves.
Yeah, let's just flip it back on their heads, reverse the momentum, and win it at OT.
We'll make it close. Do you know if this is best of 3 or 5? I actually didn't even consider if
Should
we're
be
in
best of
semis.
3.
It should be best of 3 as far as
This
what
is
I was
first
aware.
round of playoffs for.
You're right. You're right. Yes. If so, I was unaware if all of playoffs were best of 5 or not. So.
It should just be semis and grand finals or best of 5s.
Okay. Well, it looks like the Vandals did surprise us. They chose to go basement.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've actually seen this all map. So
First.
we didn't get to see how CTN was able to play their site themselves. We're only going to be able to see what their take on an execute for
That is an interesting spot that Aquino is playing. I've never seen anyone play that before.
I didn't see it. Where was it?
He's playing from like the kitchen Okay, he's moved. He's
Oh, okay.
completely moved.
Okay.
But he reinforced and shotgunned a wall
Wait,
to play it.
Is that basement? He can see into basement from here.
He
Wow,
popped
what
the
a
hatch
line.
preemptively, yeah. All right.
That is a cool line. That is tech right there, ladies and gentlemen. And they are droning it. I don't think he saw it because of the bar in the way.
Yeah, we'll see if
Thank you.
we'll see if he gets rewarded for his diligence in setting this up. You see players on the other side of the wall droning. They don't come in through the main door. They breach the wall, so that he's not going to get his chance on that.
You should be able to get this garage side wall open
Unless
without much congestion.
Thatcher might give it to him. He's still standing at that doorway. I don't think he is. Okay. They breached the wall from garage, and now they're going to be coming back to the red room over here. 5 was ready to trick this entire time, but they're not even going for it. They're going for the wine cellar.
Yeah, you don't actually normally see pushes like this, right? Normally you don't see the garage and the wine cellar hard breaches, just because the garage post plant is that much stronger,
Right.
typically. And so this is a really, I'm curious to see how they intend on executing off of this. Aquino,
playing on the stairs, able to clear out one. D's life. That is the star right now for SUNY Canton.
he's going to swing into one. Doesn't hit his pre-fire, but is going to get...
He was aware that Ironclad was up there, just not able to hit the shot. So now we're all lined back up, 4-4.
That being said, Aquino really did do his job, though. He still has his goo mines down, so he's able to... Oh, he stopped shooting! And
He ran out of bullets.
Oh, no, it's not going to matter. We're going to get Toby instead. And there we go. You get him, he's low. And now, again, it's just left to 5.
He has to clutch up 1v4.
Oh, this is going to be so hard. He's got one upstairs, one playing over on the site. And this should be planting on the default for the site here. Has to swing into the guide. Peeks it wrong. Exposes himself a little too much.
That's the map.
Maybe there was a reason that they decided not to hold basement.
Yeah. They knew how to attack it for sure. So, very brutal first game.
Yeah, normally the Vandals look decently comfortable on this map in for past matches. So it's an interesting turn of events to see them so flustered.
Yeah.
When it comes to a map like that.
They had a bit of a brutal go of it for that map. Down once you're down 0-4, their mental was a little bit shaky. So
yeah,
we can chalk that up to it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, I imagine there's a lot of data that they were able to gather from that map. Like, hey, these guys are really well put together and they can really hit their gunshots. And so I think the goal for the Vandals now is, hey, how do we make our gunfights as advantageous for them as we possibly can, right? Because if you can't win your gunfights fairly, you just got to make them unfair gunfights.
Yeah.
So
we'll probably end up seeing some like Ying played or something like that, trying to blind their opponents before taking the fights.
Yeah.
But that will be for the future, the next round. I'm assuming they're going to take their 5-minute break. All right.
Yeah, so I imagine that we're going to go to a quick break ourselves here if we...
There's not much to talk about. SUNY Canton up 1-0 on the series so far.
Interesting storyline for the Vandals so far in round 1 of playoffs.
Yeah, they might be cutting their playoff run short.
Yeah, we had a pretty good season, all things considered. So I believe this is the second or maybe even the third time that we've ever had like a hard stop position for us. So I'm curious to see what the Vandals are able to do to come around, or whether SUNY Canton just puts their foot down. So
yeah, but we will catch a quick break, and we'll see you just in a few minutes. Stick around. And we'll see if the Vandals can pull it back or if they're done.
Don't go anywhere, guys.
Boo! We're back.
Yeah, welcome
That's
back. This guy, he looks a little different from before. It's the same guy though. He just he went to the bathroom. He shaved, unshaved, and now he's back.
Reverse shaved. It's the whole process.
Glued it back
A
on.
lot of glue.
Yeah.
All I did was I drank a Monster, and then I'm just here now.
Maybe I need one of those.
But yeah, you do actually. I have one right here.
A little short. But so you said you were over in the lab for a little bit, and the Vandals are not doing good right now.
I have many things I would like to say about this match, but I am going to chalk it up to the Vandals just had a rough start on their first game.
Yep.
Normally in the lab, they are very loud, they're very vocal, they're communicating with each other, they're giving each other call-outs. When I was in there, it was very, very quiet. And I might have just been there at the wrong time. They might have just been in like a prep phase, but they are very quiet today.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to be a big problem.
I feel like the prep phase would be the time to be talking. You know, you're communicating about what's going to happen in the round.
Yep, you want to be forming a plan. You want to be making sure that you have everyone on the same page of what you're doing. You want to have those traps set up so that you can play off of each other. But there was just a lot of a lot of clouds over their heads in there.
Yeah.
But
I see Chan on the cams also drinking a Monster. Maybe let's pick him up, get him going. But we do see the Maverick ban again for the Vandals. They banned him on Chalet, now on Clubhouse. But they have their work cut out for them. You said you were looking at some of the ranks. Whoever you found, I could not find.
yeah, I had a little bit of an advantage because I came in around round 3 in here, and I was able to actually look at the player stats.
Right.
So we have one of the big players is ZTG. ZTG, you need to play more ranked, my guy. You are easily champ. His rank on R6 Tracker, I believe, is Diamond. Like
he was peak Diamond 2. He was like, when I looked, he was Plat 4 or Plat 5.
Attackers need to
Yeah.
locate.
So he just hasn't been playing ranked.
ZTG is Diamond. Bunny is Emerald. Shamrock is the anchor, being Copper right now, but he just hasn't played a whole lot of matches, so his rank could be anywhere.
Gotcha.
The two big players. First, I want to talk about Ironclad. Ironclad, first of all, sick name, also a terrifying name. Because when you see someone with that kind of a name, you know that they're probably a good player. I want to talk about his rank first. He is a champ right now. His all-time best was a top 7,000, I want to believe. Top 7,000 champion. And then we have Bees
5
Life.
seconds left before insertion.
Bees Life. Get a contract, my guy. Because Bees Life is a top 1,500 champ as right now. That is only a few, like 100 or 200 MMR below Spoit, Jinxie, actual G2 players and pro players. It is a big deal. His rank is no joke, and he has a 1.6 KD in ranked, which is also insane for his rank. So he is nothing to scoff at and is going to be a major power player, as we saw last round, or last match. But the Vandals are, I didn't see, what side are we? We are in basement on Clubhouse, so we have Vandals starting on defense. Hopefully we can get a better start to the match than we had last game.
Yes, and I think starting on defense is going to help the Vandals a lot. Perfect. 5 off rip. Takes down Shamrock through the window. Through the door, I guess. And CTN, they are clearing out the garage. They're looking to drop down. Probably, maybe not. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, Toby
Ooh.
almost caught out.
Toby was dead to rights right there.
Yeah.
He is very lucky.
Lucky that 5 is playing Doc. Heal him back up.
Shout
Like
out a
nothing
Doc
ever
player
happened.
actually healing. We love to see it.
Self-stims. This is a good cam. Going to be able to watch hatches, both of them. They are reinforced and cated, but we'll see if the Kangaroos even go for it.
Ooh, he might be able to get this hatch open.
Prepping for it. They have a cam on it, so his teammates can tell him when to throw it and pop it, but
This is a very good cam. I'm going to steal this for my own
he's
game.
getting a lot of information.
For free.
Another one. Yeah, so he got information. There's 3 first floor right now, and they're all at the bar.
Eno's going to try and get that rotate and maybe try and get a pick or two, but it looks like they have a little bit more information than he knows.
Shamrock falling asleep right now. His team not really making a ton of space as of yet.
They're all very congregated in bar right now.
Yeah, Ironclad does have the EMP, so he's going to be able to get this hatch above 5. Take this space for his team.
That's going to be a bit of an issue for the Vandals. They now have a new angle they need to cover.
Doesn't have a drone. He's just going to have to
D's
go
life.
in. D's life does clear out 5. But Chan able to take down Bunny as well.
Oh.
Sees the legs. Ironclad takes down Aquino, and now a 3v3.
Shan prone under the hat, under the breach. He
8
had nowhere to
seconds.
go.
Plant. The diffuser is going down. The Vandals are not going to be able to stop it. But now both players stuck in this corner. They
Just has to
don't
win
know.
this swing. Oh, it's all up to Marky now. And he gets it.
Oh, hits the headshot. And the Vandals, infinitely better than the first half of Chalet, picks up the first.
That was a little close, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
Good comms from the players, giving Marky the information he needed to get that shot through one of the chairs.
He just went for the pre-fire. Couldn't see him, but he shot him anyway.
Yep, he knew the direction, firing in that direction.
All right, hopefully this picks up the spirits of the Vandals. I think we need to see a good few rounds on this defense. Now, the Vandals are comfortable on Clubhouse as well. See it played a lot. So, we'll see how they do.
Yeah, we love Clubhouse. Clubhouse is a very, very good map.
Going for the bedroom and gym site. This is
I'm surprised we don't have a Maestro. Maestro is kind of crazy on this site.
He is. We actually do see Glaz over there on Bunny. Now, I have seen some interesting Glaz spots on this map posting up. I don't even know where it's at, but it's like outside, and you can just look into the site. Your teammates planting the perfect spot for you. It's free.
Somewhere I've never seen before.
Yeah, you're
that
just
I
like
didn't even know you could
rappelling on a
get to.
wall, and you just like, yeah, you just hold the angle.
I think if Maverick, if Maverick wasn't banned, I think instead of that Glaz, we would have gotten a Mav pick.
Yeah.
Because Maverick on this site is also very good. And just being able to make those tiny holes with that powerful DMR, such a good tool to have. Oh, the black ice. Oh, it's nice. Big fan.
We do have 2 of the Vandals playing in cash.
We'll be interested to see how we're going to breach it. I think the Ash is just going
They're
to be
going
jumping
quick.
right in.
Yeah, window's already open. 5 is castled off, so he can't really fight for this space.
There's another close.
Yeah,
close
I think
right.
that was Toby in the corner. Oh, and here comes the blitz. Ironclad probably just gonna jump in. They should have drones at this point. They'll be able to drone it out before he goes through.
Yeah, if that blitz jumps through, he will be dead within
Yeah.
seconds.
Close right.
Has the smokes. The smokes could be... Yep, he's about to use them right there. Oh. And the denial.
Yep, that's the Jaeger and Wamai. Trying to pop that. I think they had a Ash popped that door. Maybe
Yep.
not. But
And looks like he's going to get the electricity. Yep. And now that hot tub wall. Wow, I cannot speak. I did not have a chance to get warmed up. I'm just thrown right into it.
didn't really feel like a warm-up of a first match anyway.
It was a warm-up. It was a
It was
warm-up.
pretty quick.
Warm-up for the Vandals, at least.
Yeah. Now they're awake. Is that camera on the ground?
It is. I've also very rarely see a BP actually use its ability.
Spotted out on the stairs.
Ooh.
Kino runs across, able to make it just in time before Bunny picks him off. And now fighting Blitz in the shower.
That was
There's
something
a joke
to
to
see.
make there, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do it either.
Toby and Chan, all that remain for the Vandals.
Goes down.
Attackers are activating
sir.
the diffuser.
Ooh, gets one.
Able to hit that shot. Now the shotgun out. Is he just going to jump on this? Oh, he tries to. Comes through the window.
Oh, that was so close.
Shamrock does take him
How
down.
did the
Chan's on
shotgun-
site, defusing.
Oh,
How did we get there?
I don't know.
Used to be an adventurer like you.
Till
Until he took a glass shot to the knee.
Oh no. I
All
think okay. Here's my theory on what is happening. First of all, SUNY is playing very, very well. They are on their
Yes.
A game. I think all of their players right now are in their best season rank wise. The Vandals, we didn't have a match last week, so I think we're a bit rusty.
Right. I don't know if anyone had a match last week.
I think not in Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Vandals are just kind of coming out of the regular season. This is their first playoff match.
Yep.
Attackers need to
And the
locate
first one
and
is the
defuse
most
any
crucial
bombs
one
they can.
because
It is.
that's the time where you're really ramping up and you're facing a lot better opponents all of a sudden. Everyone's on their A game,
Attackers have
so
located a bomb.
winning the first match is probably the most important step because that's
Yes.
when you get that momentum going.
It's a tough go of it. To just jump into playoffs like that.
Yep.
I'm not sure how the Division A worked out for R6. If there was multiple groups and if they all come together for playoffs.
10 seconds
And for
to go.
Counter-Strike, it was just one group, so we all played each other in the regular season.
5 seconds left before
but-
insertion.
Yeah, the Vandals, they have to win this one if they want to continue their season.
Yeah. This is a match point.
Second place ECAC last semester. Don't want to see them bomb out first round, no?
No. I want to continue casting for R6 for the rest of the semester, please.
Drone down the hole.
Parkour.
They are playing like in the bottom of garage. Toby goes down. Chan is there alongside him. Probably just going to try to get out as quickly as he can. Whoa, voice crack. Dying.
I don't know why we're still pushing this angle. We know they're holding it, and the Monty just woke up.
He's been AFK. Went to get himself a monster.
Also, shout out Toby dying first as Doc right next to the outside entrance.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do, honestly.
Average Doc activities right there.
Now, information given over that Chan is playing first floor.
Yep. Oh, he's
Actually,
gonna
red
be
ping.
he's gonna be pinning the blitz. Oh, but 5 gets him. He takes out the Monty. That's gonna be huge. It gets rid of the SUNY Kenton team's ability to get rid of those electric car batteries. Oh my god.
We're both struggling.
I am. I didn't do my vocal warm-ups.
Our 16 wasn't the only one with a break last Monday.
Casters are suffering too.
Yeah. It's been a while since we cast.
It has. When was the last time you casted,
It's
actually?
been like 2-3 weeks.
Doesn't help that I've been playing Minecraft instead of playing R6.
That's a relatable moment. All right. And the Vandals in a pretty good spot. 1 minute left. 4 versus 2. I don't want to see them give up any free kills right now.
Nope. Almost all the Vandals have a little bit of damage on them, while SUNY Kenton has 0, but they are low on utility.
Yeah, Marky's still just holding this C4. Assuming his teammates are holding a cam or something for him.
Gonna try and open up an angle. No one is playing on that side of the map, to my knowledge. Everyone is over in sight.
Yeah, other than Chan, still playing first floor.
They do have the information of where people are from that BP. They might expect that push, but depends on how they can play this.
Yeah, wall open into cash room. Marky playing super close. He's just on the other side of the door, right on the right.
I'm surprised no one's going for a flank.
Shotgun out. Might get it for free.
Oh!
Yeah, not able to control that close fight. And Aquino picks up the last. There you go, Vandals.
Here we go.
Hyped about that win.
2-1.
Just as they need to be. See the energy coming out from Chan.
You celebrate those victories.
Every round matters.
I think Chalet was also a big blow to I'm gonna say the ego of the players.
Yeah.
Because Chalet is such a crucial map for
Pretty sure it was their
our
map
players.
pick. They
Yeah.
started on the attack, so I'm assuming SUNY Canton picked to play defense on the first half. So that can be brutal. You just pick. You're like, oh yeah, this is our map. This one should be our guarantee. And
Yeah.
you lose 7-1.
But Chalet is also just such a popular map.
Yeah, everyone's
that
good at it.
Everyone loves
I
it.
think that's similar with Clubhouse. You have to find a way to be different. You have to find a way to win. even when
Chalet,
everyone's else is ready
Clubhouse,
for it.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Goated maps.
Idaho Labs.
Idaho Labs hate is forced. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, it's a good map.
It is.
It's fun.
A good map when you actually know the map.
Yeah.
But learning it is probably the hardest part.
Yeah, that's fair.
Remember the first time I played it after loading up Rainbow Six for the first time in a few years, I just thought, what is this?
Yeah, that's how
Everywhere leads nowhere.
That's fair. That's how I felt on every map when I started playing. I was like, I'm completely lost. I'm just running around aimlessly, and then I'm like, okay, they're upstairs. How do I get upstairs?
Yep. That's how I feel on the stadium maps.
Yeah, that one's
Those
horrible
ones
map.
are doo-doo. Please never bring them back. Bring back playing on ranked.
Ooh, D's life getting a lot of information on that.
That drone will expose one of the Valkyrie cams, though.
Yeah.
We are once again seeing a garage push.
Yeah. They did bring the IQ. Yeah, ping the Valk cam. It's not ideal, but ooh, oh, that's even worse. Toby goes down to Ironclad. Aquino doesn't want to give up that space for free. He's gonna pluck one back.
Aquino loves to play peekaboo with that SMG-11.
Yeah. Knows how to do it. 5 is also playing on this first floor. Alright, he's coming back. Heal up his good doc.
We love 5 on dock. Toby, not so much.
You see Chan playing on the second floor there, and the SUNY Canton does know he's here, so they're going to be trying to clear him out. Actually, just one player chasing after him. Looking for him. D's life.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh, that phone call is going to give up his position a little bit. I don't know if he's fully tucked in the wall. He's going to get spotted. Yep, free kill for D's life.
He waited so long.
Yeah, he should have just, if he went that far, he should have gone all the way into the shower.
Yep. Just get in the shower.
I don't know where Bunny is taking damage, but sitting barely alive.
I don't know. Maybe I think it was a floor bang of some kind.
Had to have been. Now all of the kangaroos in the building. Speaking of kangaroos, can we get to Outback maybe one time?
Please.
I like that map.
Outback is good when you actually have teammates who know how to defend and set up site.
Yes, ready to knock up.
You know, on the smoke, just going to be stalling a bit of time. But the hatch is popped into the armory.
Only 35 seconds. They do have diffuser.
5 does pluck back. Finally taking down Bunny, actually. So that was a low HP. Now a 3v3. Even 3v3. Everyone else left alive has not taken a point of damage. He's live. Looking like he's just going to drop off that flashbang. He is. 5 on the other side. Does get him for free. Reloading. Aquino's there to cover. And now it's just Shamrock on this IQ. 1 HP. Does go down to Aquino and the Vandals.
You know, had him
Clean
on lock.
round.
Knew exactly where he was and was able to finish out.
5 is actively thinking Aquino or keeping him alive in that round.
Yep.
That ace drop should have been a free kill. But,
Surprised. One person dropped, they died, and then another person dropped immediately after.
yeah, he waited just long enough for 5 to start that reload, and then he dropped, but Aquino was there to hold.
Yep.
So, all right,
Gotta
the Vandals
have,
up 3-1 now.
Gotta have a good doc on the team.
Yeah,
Maybe we're about to 7-1 them.
maybe.
Maybe.
Very possible.
I wonder what our third map would be.
Order.
We get goated Oregon. 3 go-to maps in a single
Attackers need to locate
matchup.
and defuse bombs.
That'd be great.
I don't know what production is talking about over there,
Neither do I.
but
Throwing off my groove here.
yeah, they're talking about their dogs dying.
Okay, that's depressing.
I'm sorry if your brother died. Here's 5 big booms.
That is an interesting place
Yeah.
for a mute camera.
Discover the
It
location
didn't.
of bombs.
It didn't even get the drone that came to it. I don't.
I really hope that was just like a goof.
Maybe it's there to like stop them from breaching the wall, breaching the window. Because we have castle.
True.
My only thought. Oh, here it is.
Okay, at least he's not playing doc this time.
Aquino is peeking out, but none. Okay, there's a chance. Or not.
Oh my gosh.
His head was behind the wall. Okay, he got headshot.
I really wish I could see that kill cam. I really want to see that kill cam.
On our screen, he was not peeked out, but clearly they could see his head.
Yep, they had all the time in the world to just take their sweet time and aim.
Yeah. And,
Playing with Ace, too. Not even the Glaz who made that shot.
and now the 5v4 off rip. It's going to put the Vandals on the back foot immediately. See Toby just going to pop that shield.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's still have a C4 in his back pocket. We'll see if he can, if he throws it out. Probably not. Very dangerous to put yourself in that position.
Was it making me
Oh,
nervous?
they're in.
pointing.
They are in the building. Blitz is already through.
Oh,
Marky
Marky
does.
gets the super shorty kill.
Did Blitz fall down the hatch?
Nope, Blitz is there.
Okay, he jumped back out the window. Okay, weird. Unless they weren't in the building and I'm blind.
That was a bad spot to be in for Toby.
Yeah, he does go down. Someone else was there to protect or to help, but he's gone now. Marky on the site. Castle barricade is still up. They've lost their Ash.
Ooh, that is a good angle. Really good angle.
He has to worry about this close window. Really not ideal.
Well, this is a stressful position for the Vandals to be in right now. They don't have a whole lot of information.
Yeah. Oh, and the window's going to get popped right behind Marky. He's going to have to move. Has to go down the hatch.
Gotta rotate. It's gonna kill some time. Only a minute left on the clock.
And now all of the remaining Vandals are off-site. They're still on the second floor, but they're not in the room to stop the plant if they come in. And that's exactly what the Blitz is doing.
One solid push, and it's over.
Clearing out, jumping in. This is a free plant, but they don't know it yet. Still clearing out the site.
Getting rid of all the utility. That's gonna be another problem for the Vandals.
Marky is still holding the jump in from the window. But when this diffuser gets planted, that's not where it's going to be. The C4 is there, but it's not going to kill anyone. Or will it?
Maybe.
He walked back onto top of it. 5 pops it. There's a chance.
He just has to have the proper information.
Oh, the diffuse gets stopped. Marky does get the kill. At the same time, 5 did go down. Didn't pop up in the kill feed. Now Marky on the triple kill already. On for the ace if he gets it. Running across, the ZTG is able to take him down. Now it's just on Chan. Didn't stop the defuse. Able to get Glaz, and now it's just the ace. Jumping out, spots out the gun. Oh, this is real awkward.
Oh, will he get the flick in time?
On the drop, ace. Spamming away. Does drag it across Chan. It's just enough bullets to take him down. Super close round.
It was very evenly fought.
Yeah.
Much better than what we saw on the first map. Idaho State Esports, welcome in.
Yeah, shout
Rated
out.
us with 5.
How did that game go, by the way? Oh.
Yeah. That's just yikes.
GG's Idaho State. Your Rocket League team is kind of goated, I hear.
So we hear.
Play some CS
Little-
or R6.
Little birdie told us.
Attackers need to locate and
All right,
defuse bombs.
back into it, and we're gonna go onto the same spot. I don't blame him. We almost won
Yeah,
that.
it was super close. Came down to a 1v1 trying to get that defuse. Honestly, Ace hesitated heavily on that swing. If he stuck, pros don't fake, I think he would have won it. Because he got off of it and then tapped it again. And after that second tap, the Ace finally dropped. So I think if he had just full stuck it,
Yeah.
I think it would have been fine. Yeah, that was also a 4v5 the entire round. Aquino learned his lesson. He's not going to be going for that spawn peek again. I also don't know how they hit his head. He was still
I
in the
don't
building.
either. I think that was like a perspective thing.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing about Rainbow is that the perspective of your camera is very different from where your character actually is.
Yeah, you're a lot fatter than you think, especially when you play Gridlock.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Every thought just left my brain. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing when I came into R6 is I felt slow.
Yep.
Oh, Toby,
What is happening?
stop
here?
fighting that window. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, Chan. Toby, not like
Vandals
this.
are getting every single fight, or giving every single fight.
Toby. Toby,
God.
let's talk about this.
What are we doing?
Toby,
Out with you.
do we need to have a chat?
Okay, just give the space. Walk back, reset. Oh! Oh my God!
Okay, you've redeemed yourself. Never mind.
Toby just hops up, takes him down over
Free
the
kill.
barricade. Oh, I did not see that one coming, honestly. I thought he was just going to stare at him the whole time.
Me too. I didn't even know you could get on top of that.
Yeah.
'Cause I know Ubisoft does not like climbing in Rainbow Six because it just creates too many different angles.
It's almost the only thing I see is people with a zombie just climbing on random building or like random spots, getting to where you're not supposed to be.
Yeah. Ooh.
Toby trying to go for a fight out that window. Does
Bucky
get
with
taken
a
down.
really good flick.
That castle barricade gone as well. 5 not going to be able to hold that main wall. And again, that's the third Vandal to die in that window.
Yeah, maybe let's not.
I'm going to stop peeking the glass. Kino goes down as well, and the last round of the half falls onto 5.
We have seen him pull back from this before.
1v4.
He might take it.
Does
The
have a
problem
C4.
is going to be Glaz outside.
His life does go down. Diffuser on Blitz at the hot tub. We're going to just hop in this breach. Covered by Bunny. Smokes out. Yep, free plant. And now this becomes almost impossible for 5.
Unless he can get Glaz dead, which he will not. Bunny hopping off.
That was
on
a
that
3K
round.
in the round, I believe. And
We just kept
yeah.
peeking the Glaz on the same angle that we knew he was holding.
Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting round from the Vandals, giving up a lot of free kills. Honestly, I would have loved to see a timeout halfway through that because they need to talk about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe from a top down, we can see it, but I don't think they can necessarily see that they're just giving free kills over.
Now hold on a second. We do have a Monty coming in.
We do have Monty. We saw Monty run multiple times on Chalet, and it never worked.
That was the warm up.
Well, it was the
warm-up.
warm-up. We watched Chan get killed by a C4 that he was standing in front. It should have. I don't know what happened on that end, but he died to a C4.
I think Chalet is particularly hard for shield users. One, because, well, especially in this skill set. One, because there's so many soft walls. Two, because there's so many windows. And 3, with the combination of so many softballs and windows, you can make some Tom Brady level throws with a C4
Yeah.
to go across the map and get it placed just right to kill just about any shield user.
It wasn't even like that, though. It was just through a hard breach. And it just landed
10
next to
seconds
him.
to go.
Yeah, I can't excuse that.
I think he went to track it, and then it
5
landed,
seconds
like,
left.
in him, and then exploded, and he died.
I still am a firm believer that a C4 should stick to a shield. This would
Yeah.
be funny.
And you could just, like, walk into your teammates.
True. That would be
But a 3-3 half, not necessarily what the Vandals were looking for on their defense. Their attack is going to have to go crazy, but with how Clinic... Wait, hold on. How is Ironclad knocked? I do not know, but he
Is-
was knocked and got rezzed by Doc.
interesting.
Did he get team killed?
Maybe? I'm not
Because none of the
sure.
Vandals should have been able to shoot him. Actually, unless
No.
he was in that window. But no, I don't know. Interesting. Almost was a man advantage for the Vandals. And Aquino just standing there, menacingly.
Oh, the black guy shield. You'd love to see it.
Funny. Keeping the streak going. Taking down Toby, and there's 2 players in cash. Aquino knows he's close to him, but he spots out the other one too.
Ooh, this... They are in a really bad spot here, but Ironclad gets the C4. Oh my gosh.
The Vandals need to be clearing this out.
This is such a bad spot to be in, yet they're still somehow winning these gunfights.
Aquino does take down one. They still know that that Ironclad is in this room. But with that win,
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
why are
one
we
either.
jumping in? BTG is still holding that other breached wall. And now it's just Aquino. This is, yeah. This is a round win for SUNY Canton. Yeah. Ironclad with the shotgun takes him down. The Vandals are falling flat. Their attacks have been very brutal.
We're a little rusty. A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely at a bit of a loss for words right here.
I don't know how they don't get those kills in cash.
That situation in cash, both of them were being pincered by a Monty, an Ace,
And a buck.
and a Buck, and they were a Smoke and a Doc.
Yeah, they were playing backs against the wall, and they
Actually, no, it was a
They
mute.
won.
It was a mute.
It was a
and
mute.
Doc.
Protect your bombs from being defused by
And
attackers.
they somehow won.
were playing with their backs against each other pretty much, and they won the fights.
They had a Monty giving active pings, a Thatcher that was disabling their sights and gadget. That should have been such an easy gunfight to win.
Yeah. Where it came in was when they busted open the other wall, and the team from the site was helping them hold cash.
Yeah.
And I think it was Markey tried to jump through the hard breach to kill the remaining player in cash, and they just shot from the other side. And it's
10 seconds remaining.
SUNY Canton knows how to cover their teammates, I guess.
They do.
Playing really well.
I will admit, SUNY Canton has some really good lineups, and the line of sight that they can make so that anyone can hold any position
Yeah.
is really good. Combined with the rotate holes, makes it so good. And it's just, wow.
Yeah.
I'm rusty myself, and even I'm just kind of flabbergasted right now.
Some serious drywall work coming up.
See if the Vandals can fix issues. Still yet to post an attack round in this series.
Not going to be holding tunnel.
Yeah. They did set up some barbed wire, so they'll know that Toby's there. But droning through the top floor, I don't believe there's a single SUNY Canton member on upstairs. Might be on first floor.
I think they're doing their normal strat of clearing from top down.
Yeah, they are. Is there anyone first floor yet? Are all 5 of SUNY Canton on
think
the
they
basement?
are.
Basement, yeah. All 5. The Vandals they have all this space free. They don't know it. They're still clearing it out as they should.
That's also a big difference. Oh,
Toby. Trying to get that hard breach. C4'd out.
How did they know? They didn't even have a. There's no Valk cam.
It was cated. I think they heard him getting zapped.
Oh, they must have. Jeez, that's another one of those things where it's just the slightest mistake that costs you.
Yeah. Went a little bit early. Didn't wait for, I think, 5's EMP.
But I will note that SUNY Canton plays much more defensively than the Vandals do. The Vandals like to send out 2, maybe even 3, sometimes even 4 roamers into sight or into the map so that they control the entire map at the same time. While SUNY is opting for a more cautious play.
You know, clean shots, able to pick up 2.
You know, it's just cleaning up right now.
And I will say they're playing very differently on this basement site than they did before and anywhere else. So
Almost.
Markey shotgunned him, didn't mean to, and able to switch back and take him down. All right.
There we go.
See smiles on the face of Chan. That is their first attack round. And I hate to bring that back up, but it took how many rounds to get one?
2.
8?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like
they
attack
didn't-
rounds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They
that
didn't-
would've been 8. I wouldn't count it with the other one before.
The warm-up game, yeah.
Chalet's a warm-up. Well, it's fine. It counts, but it doesn't count.
Yeah.
But it does count.
All right. Yeah, I will say the Kangaroos played a lot differently on Chalet. They had roamers every single time, and usually like 2 or 3 playing offsite.
That you kind of have to do with Chalet, because if you don't control the roaming side of it,
Yeah.
then you kind of just lose. Chalet is more of a territory battle on who can control the most area and then slowly squeeze the other team into a smaller and smaller spot. Clubhouse is a little bit different, where even if you're just in sight, you can still defend it just fine. And not having that control of the roaming section isn't a total death sentence. Sometimes it is if you're on basement, but on like top floors and mid floor, which we never see sadly.
Yeah.
5 seconds left.
Bring back some of the old sites that were on this map,
Attacker's
please.
objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah. But we'll see. So SUNY Canton actually decided to go back to basement after losing, and it wasn't close, I'll say. 3 alive at the end of the round for the Vandals, and they're keeping the same thing.
Yep.
All 5. There is one playing dirt now, or close to it, but all 5 still basement. Vandals are going to be clearing out this these floors just to find it completely empty again. I don't even know if there's a single person ready to come upstairs.
That racer.
Yeah, like before on Chalet, it seemed like SUNY was ready for these rotates all the time. They were constantly fighting on stairs,
Attackers
hitting the
located
flanks
a bomb.
immediately, but they're
Yeah, they
not
had
even
the-
trying it this time.
They had the Vandals on lock for their strategies.
Tube on the hard breach. It's going to be problematic. Luckily, the Vandals have extra EMPs. Don't know where it's at. They
We are-
should still get it, I think.
We're expending so much to get this hatch open.
Yeah, that was
3
all
EMPs.
EMPs and another tube. Yeah, they're not going to get the hatch. They have to leave it. Try a new approach. Back to the main stairs now. Oh, no.
This is not good. They are unable to destroy the utility at a safe position.
Fenrir gas does go down. 5 got knocked by the C4. Better than Toby dying to it before.
I think that counter saved him. The
Yeah.
hard counter. Still no kills and only a minute left on the clock.
Vandals still haven't made much room. They're going to be able to get this hatch if Toby makes his way over. But he's not. Actually, 5 making his way over with the other hard breach.
Get a little information on where the defenders are.
Yep, saw those feet as well. 40 seconds now.
Dark flag. Dark boat.
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Aquino down, 5, low HP.
Holy grenades.
Chan does clear out D's life with the grenades and with the Grim's ping. He knows exactly where Shamrock is. 5 does go down eventually. Oh, an
That was a
ironclad.
nasty angle.
Both of the Vandals on the blue stairs go down. Now Toby through the other side. Going to be trying to get the plant off. Marky goes down as well. And Bunny should be able to clear him out. Or not. Toby comes off the defuse.
And he just has to play time.
Oh, swinging into it. Toby does get it.
The buzzer beater.
Chan is hyped. Careful. That's his arm that he needs to move with.
Oh my gosh.
That was incredibly close. I couldn't even tell what was happening. I thought Toby was the one being pushed. But no, he runs in. And I want to say, look at the scoreboard for the Vandals. That is so much better.
That's beautiful. Marky,
Sevens.
you need one more kill.
Marky's on top because he's the support. -1 kill, but 7s across the board. The Vandals playing much better on Clubhouse. Very, very competitive map so far. The Vandals still need 2 to close it out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Vandals can absolutely win this map.
They 100% can.
I'm still shocked that Toby was able to...
Yeah.
Yeah, Toby. Toby was able to get that kill with like 0.2 seconds left.
Attackers have located
Yeah, that's
bombs.
crazy. That was... I don't even know how he got there. He was on the other side of the room, and 2 seconds later, he was there barrel stuffing.
Sprinting.
Was that the... was it the tube left? It was the DMR. Couldn't connect the shots needed to take him down.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
a critical round for Toby to win for his team.
Yep. We love to see those
5 seconds
clutches.
remaining.
Now the Vandals leading 5-4.
Attackers
A
objective.
3-3 site or
Ooh, we got a
side
Cali.
switch. Yeah, we see Cali. Interesting.
Also noticing a distinct lack of spawn peaks from the other team.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, they play pretty defensively.
Yeah, they play very safe.
Okay.
And it pays off a lot.
Here it is
This-
again.
Hold on a second.
The cash room hold.
Not having a rotate
Jammer ready to activate.
on cash wall is interesting. You don't see that very often.
Activate the jammer.
They're just playing it. Playing in the room. Going to be playing for this space. The Vandals take the wall next to it. Okay. We do have double hard breach here. They can hard breach this wall. Oh, wait, no, they can't. Mute with the jammer at his feet. Oh, there's the MP. Okay. They are going to get this wall. This is going to make the hold in cash room very awkward. Aquino spots out Doc at least, trying to leave, but he got his teammate in a bad position.
Oh.
Ironclad with the shotgun through the floor.
The vertical play almost worked.
And again, this site, but it's not even the site. The cash room being impenetrable.
Maybe the reinforce is the play here.
Chan trying to spam away. So many angles to play through.
Oh, this is so difficult to... Yep, there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah.
Now it's all up to Toby and Aquino, the Cali Monty combo. No, he's in trouble here.
Toby was trying to help through the spam, but yeah,
Oh my
another flawless
gosh.
round. We saw one on Chalet. See another one here. Okay. This may be my silver brain thinking. Make it simple. Screw cash room, especially before when they played 2 in it. Just take the hard breach at Hot Tub and go into the site.
Yep. Yeah, I think that is one of the problems that the Vandals are having right now, is that we get so set and we commit so hard to one specific push.
Yeah, we lost 3 bodies trying to fight for cash room. That's not even the site.
Take the hatch, for example. We spent 3 EMPs
Yeah.
to get that one hatch open. we should be looking for other angles. Like we have tunnel that we could be pushing. There's the other kitchen hatch. There's
Attackers need to
stairs.
locate and defuse
There are
as many
other
bombs as
places
they
that we
can.
can push that would be less costly.
Yeah, we need these mid-round calls on the attack. Yeah, and now it's the site. Now it makes sense to fight for cash room. But
And this is, in my opinion, a most fun site to
very
play
chaotic.
as defense or offense. Very fun, very balanced.
Marky getting his drone back in the same spot. And these life.
10 seconds to insertion.
Okay, so we have the Cade and Bandit.
5 seconds left.
So I'm gonna assume. Okay, we're just gonna Bandit trick the main
Objective is to locate
wall.
a bomb
Where's
and
Cade
defuse
going?
it.
Not sure. I think Cade might be getting. Oh,
Cade's also
Cade
on the
is
main wall.
also reinforcing this. But if the buck goes down below and uses
Yeah.
a shotgun, I think he
Okay.
may be able to kill the Cade claws.
Oh, okay. He was gonna Cade claw the other wall. It just didn't reach. Okay. I was like, why? That makes more sense.
Yep.
He does still have one Cade, but
Now know that someone is lurking on catwalk.
yeah. Man gonna be coming in from the other side.
Very, very cautiously.
Need to get rid of this barbed wire so Aquino can walk up.
He could just walk through
He
for a cost
could.
of 5 HP.
Yeah, I'd say that's worth it. And he says, no, I'll just dodge it. Now he has a lot of space for his team. He's going to be able to flush his back. He's actually taking damage, able to find probably his foot or something.
The pixel on it.
And just like that, 2 of the Vandals hit the ground. I don't know where, I don't know how.
I think the Monty may be alone, but Marky is going to be helping out. Killing D's life.
Trying to play this verticality, break open the floor.
There's only so much that he can do. They had, oh my gosh, this is a disgusting combo with a Cade, a Bandit, and a Tube.
Yeah. They do not want to lose this hard wall.
No, they do not. What
Kino's
is
just
Aquino
trying to
doing?
shield stuff. This Bandit. Really, he just has to hit one melee. It's not even the Bandit, it's the Doc. Okay.
It worked, I
Oh,
guess.
5 shot his team. I thought he was dead. But he doesn't. He does get the kill, and now 5 and Aquino left in this 2v2 versus ZTG and Ironclad. Playing red stairs. Holding for this cross. Gonna drop that smoke. 5 has the diffuser.
They can get this plant down. They have a fairly good chance of winning.
Trying to bait out that sound cue. C4 still in the back pocket of ZTG. Finally breaking that camera. Has been pinged the whole time.
Is the Monty going to be playing vertical?
Oh, the C4 doesn't get the
him.
kill.
Attackers activate.
Kino does go down to Ironclad and ZTG.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Ironclad was going downstairs to
He was
stop
gonna
the
rotate.
defuse.
Yep.
Bomb diffuser disabled by
I'm not
defenders.
really sure why the Monty went downstairs. That kind of...
I think they
Confuses
also
me.
knew that he had an extra C4. He was going to try to C4 at the plant, and Aquino went down to stop him, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah. Match point and game point.
Series point here for
Series point,
SUNY
that's what I
Canton.
was looking for.
See, Ironclad and D's Life, the stars mentioned before the game, or at the start of the game, leading by example for the Kangaroos. 10-8, 13-7. None of the Vandals having a singular performance stepping up over the rest. Kobe with the one clutch round that he needed. And, yeah, the Vandals just going to be talking through this for a minute.
Yep, that timeout is going to save them. Hopefully they can get that momentum changed around,
Yeah.
retalk their strategies.
They have
But
a
I
lot
think-
to fix. They continue to give over these free kills, missing trade kills, wasted utility as we mentioned.
A lot of
So-
moments where you're just kind of confused on why.
Yeah,
What's going on?
how was this not said? Was this
Yeah.
It's like the way the EMPs thing, it was clearly said that they were going to be doing that because they used 4 EMPs. That was 2 different people using all their EMPs, and unluckily the tube just used his
Wasted
freezes
so
on him.
much time doing that.
Yeah, wasted a lot of time, wasted a lot of utility, and 4 of them were waiting for it to pop, and it just didn't. So
Yeah.
these plans that are falling through, the Vandals need to be able to recover from and fix immediately.
And also, I think if Suni had more roamers, I think we would win a lot less rounds. Because like if we had a scenario like that where all of us were around that hatch, just one roamer in the right spot, and we are all gone.
Yeah. Which is what was happening on Chalet. They were having people reaggress positions after it was cleared out by the Vandals. They're like, oh yeah, we're good. We're going to do this. And then 4 seconds later, somebody's up the stairs killing you. So
Yep.
it was happening on Chalet. It's not happening on Clubhouse. And I think that's why this map is so much closer.
And Clubhouse is so good for roaming too.
Yeah. Makes sense. But we don't see it from New Canton. D's Life was setting up some Fenrir's, but he's back on site again.
Yep, Fenrir is best when he is playing off of his own gadget. He's a decent roamer. I wouldn't personally play him as a roamer. I would play him more as like a trapper
Yeah.
than anything else.
I don't know why he was setting up the gases in garage. So set it up and then left.
Got a plan.
Yeah, clearly he has a plan.
Yeah, I'm curious. Toby every single time has put that breach charge on tunnel, but I never see what he does with it. I don't know if he uses it as a sound cue to distract, waste time, hit the camera, please. But it's like, is he pushing tunnel?
They
or
haven't
what's-
pushed tunnel yet, but I think he does it as a conditioning. This is the 3rd time we've seen basement, and he's done it every time. So they're conditioning, but I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see him push it this time, because he's done it twice and he's not actually committed off of it, and now he might actually go for it. And they're like, oh, he does this every time, and he's not actually going to take it.
Yeah.
Realistically, that shouldn't happen at this level. They should expect everything. That C4 doesn't do anything.
I'm so
was
like,
close.
curious how they know where we are with those C4s. Like they
They
didn't get
they
the
have
kill.
a 4 ping. There's somebody pinging. Whether it's footsteps through the floor, D's Life taking down Chan, everything. Not going the way of the Vandals right now. That Legion is going to know now that Toby is here, and he's going to have to pop the barricade as well. Vandals down a man. They've gotten a couple of hatches open.
A minute and 10 seconds left. Can he see him? I don't know.
We can see him.
I think it's because the outline. Personally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't make.
I don't think he can actually see it.
And
Otherwise
we
he
are going
should.
for this hatch again.
And the
Another
immediate
two.
and the immediate reposition. This is so much better. They're not going to sit around and wait.
Hit the camera, please.
Second one this round, Marky. Warm it up. Can't be missing these shots right now.
Unless it's free.
That Legion dude.
A little bit
Oh,
of
team
information on
damage.
Where we are. Oh.
Tube trying to fight Chan on the stair, or Kino on the stairs.
Kino's ready for him. Is he ready for the Legion here? That
Oh, the
Fenrir's
Fenrir
going to be a
gas.
problem.
Oh, I don't like that.
Only 15 seconds left.
Seconds to go.
It's a
5 goes
2v2.
down. Kino
Attackers
still has the
located
diffuser though.
10 seconds remaining.
Trying to make his way up
Attackers
sight.
drop the bomb diffuser.
It's all up
Switches
to
away,
Marky. Keep
D's
this
life.
game alive.
5 seconds.
And he doesn't have the diffuser. That's game. And that's the season.
That is the season for the Vandals.
Yeah, Kino already got his game closed. Already packing up.
I don't blame him. That is so heartbreaking. Round 1 of playoffs knocked out after such a long season.
Unfortunate.
So sad. But gotta hand it to Suni.
They played really
They
well.
played very well. Very, very well. A great team with great coordination. They got some real power players. They got their season locked. I would not be surprised if Suni went on to be semifinals,
Yeah.
even in finals.
They played super well.
Yeah.
If they keep playing like that, maybe it was just a really good day for them. It was an
Maybe.
off day for the Vandals, but
I have not looked at their season so
I didn't
far,
either.
so I do not know what their track record is. But I mean, they're playing good.
they were seeded up against us. We only lost, I believe, 1 game on the season. So
Yeah.
that's how it is.
It has just been a very rough semester for all of our teams.
Yeah. We heard production talking about it before. Did you guys come to a number? How many teams are left in playoffs? For us, we have 5.
And I think 3 of them are JV, right?
We got Valorant JV. We got League
Rocket
of
League.
Legends. Okay, but we have League of Legends Varsity,
Rocket League JV.
Rocket League JV, 2 Valorant teams, League of Legends, and CS.
But that will be the end of, I almost said Rocket League, Rainbow Six for this semester. I don't think we will be streaming any more of R6 for the remainder of our time here.
Yeah.
Be picking back up in, hopefully picking back up next semester. But
Probably minus me.
Rip.
07s. My last R6 cast was low energy because I haven't casted in a few weeks.
we're a little bit rusty.
Little rusty. Our team
Yeah.
was too, and it shows.
Everyone's feeling it. It's end of semester.
It's a sorrow day here in the esports lab basement of the Pittman Center.
Yep.
If
Closing
you're a student and you're interested, we might be looking for a new R16.
We in fact are looking for a new R6 team after that performance.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, we played very well. Vandals, I think, just had an off day or a rough start. But in terms of playoffs, that kind of thing will cost us the season.
Yes.
So now, signing off for R6 for this season, I'm Shadowfigure. This
I'm
is
Styx.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you